Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator from Stampin' Up in Ohio, here to bring you my Simply Saturday video 64. Geez, why do I keep forgetting all these all the time? But it's either 64 or 65, so I'll check that out afterwards because I've already started my video, right? Okay, what do I have to say about Stampin' Up? We have a new sign-in bonus that's for $99. You get to pick $125 worth of merchandise. That's what it always is. But you also would get the new stamp positioner, which is a $49 value. That's for the joining of this month. It is now time to redeem your bonus coupons if you earned any of those last month. So you want to do that. Anybody that places a $50 order with me will get the project of the month from the collaboration I am with we're called the Marvelous Lollies, and that's bringing two colors of Stampin' Up's paper together. We brought two different accountability groups together and formed one. That's what we are called, and we have that, which is a video and two PDFs for you. That's free to you for a $50 order to me. If you are on my team and you order $50 from yourself, you get it also. So just wanted to let you know that. Geez, there's so much going on, I don't even remember all that's going on. I need to write me a cheat sheet is what I need to do. We do have the March online exclusives that will be coming out in March to you, even though it's the 1st of February. I'm going to tell you about it because it is just, they are really, really good. Really, really good. And I hope that you enjoy them when they come out. Also, Stampin' Up's offering a virtual card retreat. Or it's a class actually, and I think it's February 19th. I do not have the information up about that. I can put that. I'm actually getting ready to send out a newsletter this week. It will all be in that, so be sure to sign up for my newsletter. If you have not done that, you can actually email me all of my information you have. You can actually just comment that you would like to be on my newsletter, to receive my newsletter, and I'll get that to you. Tonight I'm going to do something, today we're going to do something, actually, because this is pre-recorded, so it's just whenever I record it, but we are going to do something different. Time got away from me. I did not get my card made, and I wanted to do a card, so guess what? We're going to do all this together, so you don't have a sample to see. We're going to put a card together. Hope you like doing it this way. I don't think I've ever done it this way, but hey, it's going to work and it's going to happen. So when I turn my camera down, you're not going to see anything because it's not ready yet. But I have to get my video done. Okay, here we go. Let's go down. I'll turn the camera around first. Go down. You'll see Miss Mox. She's been asleep all day, so she's probably going to turn into a little hellions, what I call a little thing. She's my sweet girl, though. But she has been sound asleep most of the evening. So, here's what we have going on. We have a piece of cardstock cut 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So let's go ahead and fold this card. I did get a lot done in my craft room. I'm changing some things around and we just got a lot done in here today, and I got time away from me on what I was going to be doing. Moxie left a cat hair sitting right here when she was sitting here earlier. That little stinker. Can't get it off. Maybe I can with this. I brush her every day. She now flops down in front of me in the mornings to get brushed. She wants me to get that brush out, and she just loves it. So she now gets brushed every morning as soon as I get out of bed. As soon as I get out of bed and sit down, she's in front of me, laying down, rolling over. She's a crazy cat. Okay, so here we have this. Then we have a piece of grainy apple green, cut 5 1/4 by 4. This is a piece of the basic white done with the Notes of Texture dies, which makes it a little bit smaller than the 5 1/4 by 4. So it's just going to fit like that. But first, what we're going to do, we're going to even work backwards. We're going to put our saying on here first. So I'm going to stamp it in the tuxedo black. So we're just going to ink this really, really well. Looks like it's inked. I'm going to come down here in the far right corner. And I'm just going to ink that right there. So there we go. And then I'm going to clean this so I don't stick my fingers in black ink, because I am notorious for sticking my fingers in ink, and I sure don't want it to be black that I do it to. So we have that put away. We are going to bring in 2 pieces of the basic white. It's cut 3/4 inch by almost 5 1/4 to go here. So we're going to put 2 of them on this, and the reason why we stamped that first is so I could put these down without putting them down and then not having enough room to stamp my sentiment. So I'm just going to add some glue down this line here. And then I'm going to sit this sideways just so I can see that thinking of you, because I want it right next to it. I'll turn this around to make sure I got it kind of straight. And then I'm going to take the next one and I'm going to put it right next to this one. So here again I'm going to, and I'm not going to leave just going to leave a little bit of room between both of them so that we have those on there like so. Just gives a little texture to our paper. So now we are going to go ahead and we are going to glue that onto the grainy apple green. This is going to be a fast video, but I have to say that with it being fast, we won't be on here all morning, I guess, right? So there we go with that. And then that is going to get glued straight onto our card. So we'll do it onto our card base. My glue bottle just had air in it. So let's glue this down. I haven't used grainy apple green in a long time. I got it and Flirty Flamingo. That's the 2 colors that I am going to use. Now what we're using here, let me just show you. I used the saying thinking of you out of the Friendly Foliage set, because the stamp set I used for the stamps does not have greetings with it. So I used this Petals of Beauty is the set that I used for my stamps. And I'm actually using this the big stamp here and that stamp, that greenery stamp there. So we're going to use that. And then we're going to use the Petals of Beauty dies, which we're going to use this die here and then the big stamps here. Okay, so let's get that started. Get everything out of the way. She's not going to be happy till she knocks these envelopes off of my... I just moved them for her. She's going to I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. I have a shadow. I didn't know. Now I got too much light, probably. Got rid of the one shadow. Let's see what this one does. I want to blind my poor cat a minute. That helped a little bit, I think. Let me see. I don't even have it where I can see it. No wonder. Would you move? Moxie, no. No, get down. Get down. Moxie's trying to tear the house apart. Sorry about that. But no idea what my... Moxie, get down. Get down. Get down. Moxie's going to tear the house apart before I ever get done. She slept way too long today. Oh my goodness. What is my deal here? Okay, now you can probably see her act like a crazy person. I hope not. Okay, back to making cards. Sorry about that interference. I have dies already cut, so I'm going to stamp them. And then we're going to use them. So I have 3 leaves. I have 2 flowers. And I need a piece of scrap paper. I have so much stuff in under there. But hey, look, I got a piece of clean scrap paper. We're going to move that up for a minute. I'm going to bring these 2 flowers in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, I've already got these on. I'm going to bring in this solid stamp first. I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. Get back at the thing at hand here. And I'm going to ink that up. And I'm going to stamp off. So I'm just going to stamp off. And then I will stamp my flower. So I'll just line that up. I have a glare from the light, so I hope I got it on there pretty good. Glad I'm going to... That looked funny. It's the way it's supposed to look. That's got the distressed part there. I thought my stamp didn't stamp right. So let's do this again. Okay, and then we are going to take the solid kind of like the, I'm going to stamp this off for a minute. That's our outline. We're going to take that, and we are going to add that to our I'm going to take it off of that white. I don't think I'll need that since I'm not going to. So I can see this just a little bit better. There we go. That looks much better. So now let's do this one the same. So there's our flowers. They didn't look so hot until I got that second flower piece on there. Now we are going to take our Granny Apple Green. Like I said, I haven't used this in a long time. So I'm just going to do a trial run over here. Maybe I ought to hit the stamp more. There we go. There we go. So I'm going to take and line that up with these leaves. We're going to do all three of them. So you're going to see this card come together along with me. Because I haven't made one of these before like this, but I thought, hey, what the heck? We don't need a sample made. We can just make it as we go. So I want that to really be on there. There we go. We have our three leaves. So now what we're going to do is get us some dimensionals. We're going to put a dimensional in the center of our flower. And I'm just going to put it in the center. And let's see how I want that to go. I think it goes like that. That looks good to me. I'm just going to stick that right there. And I think I'm going to cut just the little edge of these off because it's going to be tucked behind my flower. So, and we're not going to put these on dimensionals. We're going to glue them to the card. So just put a little bit of glue on there. We can stick that back in there. And the reason why, that's the reason why I only put one dimensional back behind there. And then I think, what I think I'm actually going to do is I'm going to cut this center one out on this one. And this is what card making is about. Just, well, I don't want it to look like that, so I'm going to do this with it or whatever. So I'm going to put those down like that. And I'm going to cut just a little bit of this off. Put a little bit on that stem, and I'm going to bring this one down just a little bit. So there we go for the front. Now we're going to put this on the inside, and then we're going to come back in and put some embellishments on that card. Geesh, I thought I wasn't going to get that closed. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and do the same on this one because I don't want it sticking up all the way. So I'm just going to take that off and this here. I'll just add some of this. Stick it about right there. Go ahead and add my other leaf. And I really don't want that to stick up too far, so let's add that. I'm just putting a little bit of glue. I'm going to bring that one down like that. And I just matched that up where I took it off because I'm going to glue this on here, and I don't want a big hump in the middle of that. So now we're just going to glue our flower over that leaf. Hold it there just for a second so that it adheres. So there's the inside of our card. Here's the outside. Let me give that a good crease again since we got everything on that. And now let's put some embellishments. And I have these green hexagon shapes. And I'm going to put some Granny Apple green embellishments on here. And voila, we will have a card done. Yay, yay. I'm actually going to put a green one in the center of my card, a big one, right there. Just gives it a little bit of color. And then I'm going to take and maybe put one here and here. Oops, got two. And then maybe one over there. We're going to do 5. And then maybe one, I don't know, right here. There we go. Hope I don't like that. Take it back off. Take that one off. We're going to add it somewhere else. Let's add it down here. There we go. Like that much better. Okay. So there is our Fly by the Seat of Our Pants card. If I was going to give this card a name, that might be the name that I give it. Fly by the Seat of Our Pants. Because that's what I did. But I have looked and looked at some samples of the cards made like this with the little strips of DS or embossing folders. And I thought, I love this flower set. That I get kidded about doing flowers all the time. But I just love flowers. I think they make us happy. And so I did the flower. Got the flower on the inside. So, isn't that pretty? I hope you like it. And if you don't have the sets, remember, and you like those, in this embossing folder even, it's one of the newer ones online. It's just really, really cute. And I just cut pieces of it. Just to give dimension to your card. That's all you're really wanting that for. So you can use anything really. Any kind of embossing folder you might have. Any flowers you might have. You don't have to use the exact same thing I used. Although I like what I used. So you could use it too if you wanted to. I don't know what I did with my dies. I need to find them. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. Have a good weekend. Stay warm if you are somewhere where it's cold. It has been cold here for so long, I don't feel like we're ever going to warm up. And, you know, it just needs to warm up. That's all I can say. We just need some warmth. And, but I hope wherever you're at, you have some warmth. Don't forget that Tuesday I'll be on with my Tuesday video. Next Wednesday morning will be my What's Up Wednesday. And just that's what's going on with me, and hopefully I'll be more ready. I won't forget what I'm doing. I just got a lot of stuff I'm doing, and I'm going to, at some point, I don't know that it's going to be ready this week, but on my What's Up Wednesday, I'm going to give a tour of my craft room. We're going to take a little tour in here so you can see how I do a lot of my little things that I do. I always like to see how people have their craft room, so I thought, well, that might be worthy here. I might do that here so that we can all do that. That'll be fun. But until then, you all have a great weekend and be blessed, and also be creative when you can. And I will talk to you at another time. Bye.